And so here we go. This video is 100% improvised, from music to words, and let's see where it goes. What I'm teaching to you is a method called Ukulele Flow. It's a method inspired by my own process in learning music, in going from just looking at musicians playing and being like, I could never do this, until nowadays, after finding my own style, after breaking the idea that you don't have to be born a musician in order to play with music. What we are in for on this channel is all about fingerstyle improvisation. It's the art of using fingers to create music. I don't care about perfect performances, I don't care about impressing a crowd, I care about musical freedom, and I want to show you how to get there. The cool thing is that we're talking about the ukulele, and it's the perfect instrument for this quest, because it's so simple to pick up, and people won't bother you with tons of expectations, like they would if you had 6 strings instead of 4, and 4 strings is way enough. So, the intention behind this video, every week I'm inviting you to explore a new musical idea that we'll learn together and practice in a play-along. And where we don't just learn a song, we practice together using a method I call Ukulele Flow, which will give you the steps to be able to make it yours. So let me explain. It works in 3 steps: loop, feel, and explore. Step 1 is the loop. Instead of memorizing a long, complex song, we zoom in on one small container. We repeat a picking pattern until your right hand moves automatically. And then only we move our attention to the left hand, giving it some strings to fret, oftentimes a 2-chord progression, sometimes just 1, like I'm doing right now. Building a simple musical structure that we repeat. Step number 2 is feeling. Once we get the basic skill to play it, that's when we stop thinking, and we focus on freeing our mind from stress and tensions by using mindfulness technique to connect body, instrument, and sound. And that already is just amazing, because you don't really hear about those things out there. The idea that mind and body is connected, and that in order to learn you need to feel. I'm just laughing at it because it sounds so obvious to me right now. Learning an instrument is also learning about our mind and our body, and in this quest you'll learn how to play music, but you'll also learn to meditate, and that's invaluable. And so when the mind is free and the loop starts feeling like a safe, comfortable home, that's when we explore. And this is step 3. Exploring means going on an adventure. It means trying a note here, seeing how it feels like, trying a slide here, it means playing the same loop, but with a melody on top. It means trying, making mistakes, learning from experience, basically just living life. The only difference is that we always have a loop to come back to whenever we go too far. We can come back home and feel safe. And that's the magic of it. We can play softer. We can play louder. The best part is that this loop that I'm teaching and I'm guiding you through, they are interconnected. Kind of interconnected island of knowledge, meaning that, for instance, if you learn Open Sky here, you loop it for a while, you build this connection, you start feeling the emotion that the loop conveys. You kind of merge with the music and you start developing this kind of emotional resonance with the loop. At some point you want to explore, and you do. You pick here, you add a melody. You're still within the loop. But at some point you want more. You feel like it's time to sail to somewhere else. And that's where you move from island to island. And you know that there is another shape. Just very close to here, that you've played before, which is called Breath of Pines. And so you go there. And here you arrive on another island that you've explored in the past. And the travel continues. You stay there for a moment. Maybe you don't even know which chord it is, but does it matter? You play it for a bit, and at some point you do the same. You explore around the island. And sometimes you find beauty. Wow. Sometimes not, though. And this is a process of musical freedom. You don't get there by just being there like a genius, knowing everything. You get there by trying. And so this channel, what you can expect from these weekly videos, is sharing this process of learning, my own process, as I discover new loops and make them public. Someday I will come with some crazy technique that I want to share. Some days I'm gonna come with an amazing loop that sounds just beautiful on its own. And some days I might come with music theory, which on itself might sound like, oh my god, what a word, scary one. Because traditional music theory is really boring. But visual theory is something else. And this is the one that I will want to introduce on this channel. So when the time comes, we'll dive into these two, into shapes, scales, and all this interconnected island of knowledge will allow us to move from scales to scale, freely, in a way that feels true to ourselves, in a way that reflects our feelings of the moment, which allows you to do tons of things, utilize music for your own good, for the good of others. One of my favorite things being just entering a conversation, listening to a person talking, expressing their feelings, looking at them in the eyes and being able to reproduce the feeling in music. And it's one of the many things you can do with music. So I invite you to join my Telegram channel, in which I give some more personal updates, and in which you can also send me your own flows, your own loops, your own creation. And that's all. I wish you a great life. I wish you to take the right direction for you, to support yourself, to support the people around you. And I wish you to keep exploring.